Hi guys, how are you doing? I'm coming to you a little bit later than yesterday. Today it's actually 10:30 p.m. so it's night time. A couple of hours ago Boris Johnson did a I don't know what you call it, a speech, I guess, an order, I don't know. He did a little live chat thing to try and enforce the laws even more. I think we're basically in lockdown, but I feel like it could have still been a bit more clear. I mean, he did try his best, to be fair. And I would say we are in lockdown. And it's weird because I feel like I have been in lockdown for the past week anyway, you know. And now it just feels even more real because Boris Johnson said it's going to be like this for at least 3 weeks. And that, you know, nobody should leave the house unless it's absolutely essential, which is, like I said, what I've been doing for the past week anyway. And yeah, you can. One thing he said, which kind of I wasn't sure about, was that he said that you can go out once a day maximum to exercise, or if you have a pet, for instance, you can take them out for a walk once a day max. Because like I feel bad for people who have dogs and stuff. To be fair, I feel like most people who have dogs or animals probably live in a house where they have a garden. Not everyone, but a lot of people do have gardens, so at least that's not too bad. You can still kind of do something in the garden. But I mean, I live in a flat. We don't have a garden, so that sucks a bit. I haven't really done any kind of walking at all, apart from in the house, or like the one time I went to the supermarket just to kind of go around the supermarket very quickly. Yeah, I've not done any walking, which for somebody like me who loves walking, if you've seen any of my videos on my Sam Forgot channel, my main channel, I love walking. Literally, like 3 weeks ago, I did a challenge where I was walking 20,000 steps every single day for a week. Now I'm lucky if I reach 1,000 steps a day. I normally only reach about 600, 700 a day because I'm not moving much and I'm just in the house. It honestly sucks. It's weird. Today's been really pretty normal apart from that though. Like last night, I spoke to my friend Kenny actually. We did a little FaceTime, that was fun. Hadn't properly spoken to her for a while anyway. She doesn't live in London, so it was nice to kind of just loll for a bit. We also had some deep chats as well about the situation that we're in the world and everything, but also a lot of lol, so that was good. I'm planning on kind of FaceTiming maybe more of my friends in the next few weeks, because like this isn't going to end anytime soon, do you know what I mean? I spoke to like my friend Izzy and her girlfriend Shauna as well. That was probably like 4 or 5 days ago. She FaceTimed me and that was really nice. This was kind of at the start of last week when everything was all happening. It was still very new for me, and I think we were both feeling very weird, so we were just texting and Izzy was like, should we just FaceTime? And I was like, yeah, let's do it. Might make things a bit less scary for a while. So that was nice. But yeah, I am planning on just kind of, not necessarily every single day, because I'm not that kind of person anyway. I don't feel like I always have to. In fact, let me tell you something funny. I'm not the biggest fan of FaceTime. Never have been. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe I'm just traditional, maybe I'm just old. Maybe it's the fact that, yeah, I didn't grow up using FaceTime, really, or Skype and stuff. Like, I did it for a while, you know, when I first moved away from Iran, to kind of keep in touch with my best friend in Iran. I did use Skype for a while, but, yeah, I much prefer, I don't know, I think I prefer texting, and if not texting, then actually, that's a lie. I prefer voice notes. Voice notes or video messages are my favourite way of communicating. 2 favourite ways of communicating with friends. So voice notes are great. So like if you really want to like tell a story, or if you really just can't be bothered to type, then I would send somebody a voice message. On WhatsApp it's very easy. And yeah, I just kind of send them a quick voice message. Or sometimes they might send me something and I'm laughing so much at it that I feel like, oh, I might just kind of voice message myself laughing, so it's a real laugh rather than just like the emoji of ha ha ha. You know, I do like voice messages. I don't just do voice messages either, by the way. Like I do still love traditional text. I think texting is absolutely fine, but yeah, sometimes like if I really want a bit more, then yeah, voice messages or yeah, video. I do really enjoy like sometimes, again, if you like maybe have a lot to say, or if you're like in communication, or if maybe it's somebody that you haven't seen in ages, who lives really far from you, or maybe you're planning something, maybe you're going on holiday together, or something's coming up, and so you kind of really need to talk a bit more for a while, for whatever reason, then yeah, I do enjoy kind of every now and again like sending videos. My friend Frank and I are currently doing that. Have been doing that for the past few weeks, I want to say. So that's been good. Yeah, traditional call I do enjoy. I do actually genuinely probably prefer sometimes just like a normal chat where you don't have to necessarily see the person. That was my chewing gum here. I'm sounding really like old now, aren't I? I don't hate FaceTime. Like, I'm actually really appreciating it. I just think it's very ironic because I feel like now it's nice. And it's, again, like I sent a message to my friends earlier. My friends Anissa and Ivana. I do skateboarding with them, and like they messaged me the other day, yesterday. They were like, they don't understand why so many people are finding it so hard in terms of like not seeing their friends, because really it's only been a week. And I understand, I get that. I'm the same as them. I don't understand why people are going overboard with like, oh my god, I haven't seen my friends in a week. Oh, like I miss you so much, haven't seen you in a week. I don't get that either. Do you know what I mean? Like I've always thought I'm an extroverted person, and like a few tests and stuff that I've done has always kind of put me as not like extremely extroverted, but a little bit more extroverted than introverted. So I'm, you know, maybe like 55-60% extroverted and then the rest introverted. So I lean more towards the extroverted line, if that makes sense. But I did know that I wasn't obviously extremely extroverted, because I have some friends, or I know some people who are really extroverted. But yeah, basically, if life was normal right now, if we weren't in lockdown, if I could do whatever I want in my life, I still probably wouldn't have seen any of my friends this week or the past week. Just how it is, you know. I don't see friends all the time. I try to as much as I can. I feel like I'm always connected with them through social media and Instagram and by texting and stuff, so I don't really feel like I need to. It was different when I was at work, because obviously, you know, a lot of my friends were working with me at my old workplace. So I think, yeah, maybe if I was still working there, I would find it a little bit weirder if I hadn't seen my friends then for a week, because I would have been used to seeing them daily. But I don't know, like, I'm quite used to it, and maybe that's a sad thing. I love my friends, but I think also growing up in like so many different countries and moving away and stuff, I'm used to keeping my friendships alive, but not necessarily having to see them all the time. You know what I mean? And I think that's very important. Yeah, I think it's actually like, I genuinely think it's a skill, and I never understand it when people kind of worry too much about, oh my god, it's been like 3 months since we saw each other, shit, we need to see each other, because if we don't, like, oh, it doesn't mean that we're friends anymore. I never go by that mentality. The amount of times you see someone doesn't equate to how close you are as friends at all. There were times when I would see a lot of my more casual friends, way more than I would see my close friends, just because maybe I was working with my casual friends, or maybe my more casual friends just seemed to be more available for a while, so I would see them a bit more, but it never meant that I felt more close to them. You know, my true friends, my close friends are always in my heart. I'm getting really cheesy now. Anyway, all of this is a tangent from, basically, it's been nice to FaceTime with a couple of people. My friend Kenny last night, and then my friend Izzy and her partner a few days ago. And yeah, I'm gonna spread it out and do some more FaceTimes maybe in the next few weeks. I did not a FaceTime, an Instagram live as well with my friend Eddie a few days ago, which was fun. It almost felt like I was FaceTiming him, because we were having a chat, and then some of my followers were also joining us, and his followers as well. So that was fun as well. That was really good, that the hour went by really quickly. So yeah, today I've been feeling great, great as I can. It felt quite normal. I mean, obviously, you know what, it's not felt normal. Yeah, I want it to feel normal. It felt normal for the majority of today, because I spent a lot of today editing my Disney World vlog that would have like come out today anyway. You know, I was hoping to put it up today, so it's something that I do on a regular basis, you know, editing vlogs. I try and put out one of my Disney World vlogs every week, so that felt normal for a while. And I uploaded it a couple of hours ago, so it was nice kind of see the comments and stuff coming from that. But yeah, it's still not, it's not normal. I'm spending a lot of time in my room. I'm spending a lot of time with my family, which is nice because I've got nothing else to do. I've got no other person to kind of be with. I'll be honest, it scares me a little bit because it's only been a week and we're fine right now. But three more weeks of this, and that's only a minimum. It could be even longer. I just don't know how it's going to work out. Like, every family has its issues and stuff, and we're just not used to, as a family, to always be together for so long under the same roof and not be able to get away from each other at all, really. We have our rooms, like, I'm grateful for that. But yeah, I also have a lot to do. Like, I'm not motivated enough at the moment. There's a lot I want to do and I know that I can do. I can, like, clean my room, I can, you know, tidy up my room. I've been meaning to do that for a while. I need to wash things, I need to clean a lot. Like, I want to do a spring clean, not even just with my room, but I want to help my mom do some more with the kitchen and stuff. Like, I just want to do some cleaning. I don't know if I'm, like, I don't like using the term depressed, but I think I'm just like, my mind is just numb and it doesn't want to accept things yet. I'm just like, you know how the world has stopped? I feel like I've stopped as well, and I refuse to continue. And I hope this doesn't last for too long because I want to actually do some productive stuff in the next few weeks of being in lockdown. But at the moment it feels very strange. Like, I feel like I'm just existing and not actually living, and I hate it. And I, you know, this is the thing. Like, I normally love, like, staying at home and, you know, on a regular basis, like in regular circumstances, under normal circumstances. You know, if I had a few days off, I'd be happy. I'd be ecstatic. I'd be like, yeah, give me those 3 days. I'm just gonna stay at home, do a lot of things that I'd been wanting to do all week that I didn't manage to because I was busy with other stuff. But it's weird now because we're just forced to be here. So yeah, I don't feel weird too much about, like, not seeing friends or anything. It feels weird to not have seen anyone, like, just, like, even seeing them, you know, like, because I haven't been outside. You know, like, I'm not even, like, going outside to see strangers around me at all. But anyway, I think I went on a tangent again. Like, Boris said that you're allowed to do some exercise every day, once a day maximum. So I've been arming and eyeing for the past week if I'm allowed to go to a park. We've got a park nearby. Like I said, we don't have a garden, but there is a park nearby, and the park is honestly normally quite empty. The only times it would be busy is on, like, Saturdays and Sundays, and in the evenings it might get quite busy. But it's my local park, and normally when I go to it, it's not, like, extremely busy, and this is when things were normal. I'm hoping that now it wouldn't be busy at all. Like, I don't want to risk it. It's one of those things. Do I go to the park? What if everyone's had the same idea? I don't know. There might be other people living around the park who suddenly think they're going to make the most of the park. And then that's not social distancing anymore, and I don't want to do that because it is risky to my mum more than anything, my parents, because then I'll bring it back home, whatever I get from the people around me. It's just such a weird situation, guys. It's so sad, and it kind of, I'll talk about this a bit more tomorrow, but I think it just makes me sad because I can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. I really can't. I keep trying to, and I'm a very positive person normally, and I'm trying to keep my mum and dad positive as well, like, constantly. But there's a small part of me that keeps kind of thinking, maybe, I don't know if I'm being a pessimist or just being realistic, but I keep thinking nothing's going to be the same after this. Like, the world will not be the same. And even if it does eventually go back to how it was, it will take a long time. I just can't imagine people finding it comfortable to go to large crowded places for a long time after this. You know, this is so extreme that I can't envision, for instance, a concert happening in Wembley Stadium at the end of the year even. That's, like, still months away, and for it to actually be busy. I just cannot imagine people's mentality changing so quickly and kind of wanting to be okay with being around people again. And that makes me sad because I love, like, I miss hugging people. That's one thing I miss, because I haven't even hugged my parents because I'm just scared. I don't know. I know I'm living with them, but I don't want to get too close to them just in case. And I kind of miss all the kind of nice, cute stuff that people do. You know, sometimes if you see a stranger, and the stranger's upset, you know, you might want to go and be like, hey, are you okay? Or, I don't know, like, little things like that. I read something about, or I think I watched a video of someone saying, this is in Japan, a vlogger that I watch in Japan. Japan's laws are different at the moment than in the UK. I think they're a bit less strict right now, and he was saying that he's being very careful, and that he'd been out recently. It's a cherry blossom season in Japan right now, which is such a shame because so many people have had to cancel their trips to Japan right now. So a season that's normally very like popular in Japan doesn't have as many tourists right now. Anyway, sorry about that. I'm not even going to edit this out because I want it to be real. But yeah, so this guy was saying that like somebody, he was out and about, obviously keeping his distance from other people, because that's everywhere in the world more or less is doing that, even if they might not be as strict as here, or you know, they might do it in different strictnesses. And he said somebody asked him if he could take a picture of them, like a stranger came up to him and said, would you mind taking a picture of them, me and I think whatever, they were a couple or something. And he said he refused. He said he felt really bad and rude, but he kind of was like, I'm so sorry, I'd rather not touch your phone. That's weird, right? Like, these are things that we never used to think about. And is that just going to be what everyone's going to be like from now on? Like, I don't know if I feel comfortable. Like, I don't know, I hope not. I keep trying to kind of convince myself that it will become normal again. Because at the moment, we're all, like, so scared of each other. Like, how is it just going to quickly... I think the only thing, honestly, that could make people go back to normal is when there's a vaccine. Before a vaccine comes out, people are still going to be weird about it. And I think that's just how it is. When there's a vaccine and, you know, people are kind of start to kind of, you know, more and more people get the vaccination, and, you know, it's kind of obviously proven that the vaccine works kind of thing and is tested and whatever, I think maybe that's when people will calm down and kind of go back to normal, but that won't be for another year at least. It's sad, but I've talked enough for today. What was the date anyway? 23rd of March 2020. I've talked for about 20 minutes now because it's, yeah, 10 to 10. I will speak to you guys tomorrow.